and welcome to Talking About. I'm JC Alvarez. Our guest today has proven himself quite flexible as a musical artist, and he's a powerhouse vocalist. We're so lucky to have Jason Walker here. What's up?
How are you?
How you doing, my friend?
I'm good.
You are popularized as having one of the most powerful voices in pop music today.
Well, all right.
You'll live with that.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
But it's kind of interesting how you came into becoming a vocalist, because you're from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
And did you always have an affinity towards music?
Always. Always.
Did you grow up listening to like the big hits, the beatbox, the?
I actually got it. My mother has she has a 45 collection that would be the envy of many a record collector.
Right,
and
sure.
I don't know. I always felt like I was attracted to female voices because my voice has always been a little higher.
Okay.
And so I grew up listening to like soul divas like Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, and Chaka Khan. So that's what I grew up listening to, but from a very young age.
Now it's kind of interesting that a lot of the vocalists that you were often geared towards are female vocalists.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, you know, you have a very powerful voice for a male singer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like everyone doesn't assume that of you, and
No.
and everyone always associates, you know, these amazing divas with these really powerful voices, and you're pretty much on a par with these performers.
Well, thanks.
But you came into music sort of like in, you know, in the back end. You're a dance artist.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. Yeah, your first two albums were produced under Junior Vasquez's. They were released under Junior Vasquez's label, and you had your first album had about 4 major dance hits.
Yeah, we had a really nice run with that record. We really did.
Now, how was that working with Junior Vasquez? Because he's definitely one of he's a legend in New York City and certainly a legendary DJ producer.
It was great. I don't know, before I moved to New York, there were a list of people that I wanted, like, oh, I'm going to go to New York and I want to work with this person or this person, but I never thought it would be possible to work with Junior. So when an opportunity came along to work with him, it kind of blindsided me, and I felt really fortunate to be able to make music with him.
Well, because you literally sort of like got out of the taxi cab and there it was almost like handed to you, right?
Not exactly.
Yeah, there was a little effort involved.
I mean, well, there's been a lot of effort since I could walk. This is all I've wanted to do. And
you've always wanted to sing.
I mean, after getting so many doors slammed in my face in Pittsburgh, coming to New York
doesn't have a really big dance scene, does it?
Well, Pittsburgh. I moved here a little over 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I moved to New York, I was really upset with Pittsburgh. I was really mad at it because I really wanted to do it from there, and it didn't offer me what I needed. So I left home and I moved here. But since I've left, the city's kind of experienced a renaissance, and there's like I really like going home now. There's a lot to do. The scene's a lot better. But
in Pittsburgh, folks.
Pittsburgh, yes.
Now, is it like small town living in Pittsburgh, or is it like industrial? You know, is it different from New York City in that respect?
Oh yeah. You can walk across downtown Pittsburgh in less than 7 minutes, and you can't make it across the street here.
So here you are, this small town guy with this huge voice, and you were gearing towards R&B music. What sort of music were you performing in Pittsburgh? Were you doing a lot of like?
I was doing a mix. I was singing with blues bands in the city, and I was doing house music also, because I've always loved dance music, always. And I was singing at raves with my good friend DJ 7 Up. Would go and would do raves all over the tri-state area.
Oh, caffeine free.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was doing a little bit of everything.
Right.
And I was recording a lot of pop music, but I was recording a lot of dance music, and I don't know, I love to sing. I really do. I like all kind of music as long as there's some soul to it. I'm game. But moving here, this opportunity was given to me, and it just happened to be with Junior. So I said, well, I don't have a problem doing dance music because I love it so much. So
well, and it's not just ordinary. I mean, it's I mean, I've been a fan of yours ever since your first album came out. Your first album was called "This Is My Life," And what's really, really fantastic about This Is My Life is it is anthemy dance music, but I mean it's like your vocals really, really come through. It's not overly produced. It's not like this powerhouse beat that you just lose who that singer is. You know, you come through loud and clear on all those tracks. And especially in that market, it's kind of hard to do that. Did you have a lot of say as far as like how you would arrange vocally the music?
Yeah, it was definitely a collaborative effort, and
And what's that like? Collaborating with Junior Vasquez. Come on,
you know
Jason.
what? You know what? I have to say,
People wanna know.
it was fun.
Yeah.
It was. Don't get me wrong. I lost many a hair and a few nights sleep, but I mean that goes with anything. When there are more than one, when there's more than one opinion.
Right.
Then you have to bend a little bit and little give and take.
You got to give and take.
In the
absolutely.
end, I think it turned out really well because I had a really solid album and we had really great success on the Billboard charts, and I was really fortunate.
And you had a follow-up.
I did.
Because Flexible came on its heels, and it was also, you co-produced that as well with Junior. There are a lot of tracks on there that are produced by Junior.
Yes.
But you also spread out a little bit. You worked with other producers on this album.
I did. I wanted to do something that was a little different, and I think that we nailed it. Not to say that I wouldn't have done things a little different in hindsight, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, but it's really fantastic music. And what we want to do right now is, because we actually have one of your tracks off of Flexible. Let's take a look at one of Jason's videos from Flexible. That was a track off of Flexible. And the first video, actually, was that the first video you ever worked on?
First one.
That was great.
First one. Thank you.
And now we're joined by your current producer that you're working with, Rami Ramirez.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, what's it like working with someone of Jason's talent? Because I mean, it's like, it's pretty formidable, isn't it?
It's fantastic. It's more than any writer could ask for. He's a pleasure to play with and write with.
I'm a pleasure to play with.
It all
He's apparently a pleasure to play with.
to play for.
Wait, look at his
And with.
arms.
He's
They're
all
like the size
tattooed.
of my legs.
They're not. They're very.
And they
skinny.
really look. The camera really does add 10 pounds. I look
Thanks,
like I have.
Jason.
No, you know.
trying not to
I look
look.
like I have some bulk.
I fortunately have this desk covering my areas right here, so it's kind of like, everything's in
Well, I got a shot before, so work it out.
Now, right now you guys are working on sort of like changing your musical style, because you're known as, a dance powerhouse vocalist, and you guys have bared down the music that you're working on for the next project.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. I don't consider what we're doing as like changing. It's just it's another side.
It's just approaching songs from another way. I think all the songs you've recorded, even though they're dance music, there's underlying songs in them, and they can all be distilled into something, very plain and simple. And so I think we're just approaching, new material from that way instead of like from the production standpoint, so we can really, kind of hone our melody writing skills and all of that, you know, because I think a lot of time he was letting the producers, you know, take over from a certain point when it came to even the song creation.
So what's sort of like when you guys sit down and collaborate? What is it that inspires you guys? Is it a melody that you come up with, or is it a lyric that you come up with that you know you want to hit?
It all depends.
All of the above. Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what's it sort of kind of like gonna feel like? Is it gonna be more acoustic, or is it gonna be, you know, because you don't want to alienate your dance fans?
No, never. I'll never not make dance music. I'll never not.
It'll all be remixable.
I love it too much, but there's some other sides, and I'm happy to be exploring
and there's always room for dance remixes and, you know, dance reproductions and stuff, and those are always there, and he's got such great contacts in the industry that he can always get a few dance remixes whipped up easily, you know, but there's still those underlying songs that can be presented to the audience in a different way.
And certainly also that will showcase your vocals to a much different degree than dance music allows you to do. Because that's sort of like sometimes what gets lost in the sauce with dance music. It's all the instruments and the synthesizers.
It's unfortunate sometimes because it's.
Well, in your case, it's not, because your voice comes
but
through
still,
clearly.
sometimes it's like it's a nameless, faceless genre.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
I heard Georgie Porgy say that one time. He's a house artist from, I think it's Chicago, and he's had a lot of success. But I remember him saying that we have a nameless, faceless musical genre, because when you're in the club and you hear something, you have no idea what the person looks like.
True.
You don't know their name. You just hear this song, and it just elevates you to this.
Everyone equates dance music with the remixer.
Yeah.
Or whoever produced that
Yeah,
track. Absolutely.
and it's like there are living, breathing people that slave away and that give their heart to making this music, and they write it, they produce it, they sing it, and they perform it. And sometimes I remember when I used to play raves with 7-Up. Oh God.
Caffeine-free again.
Nobody would think it was me singing. It was the funniest thing.
Interesting.
They're like, what is this skinny white boy? I don't get it.
First time I
So
saw
then
him
he'd drop the
perform.
music out.
And
I'd
then-
be like, just drop it out, drop it out. And
you were
he'd
saying,
drop the music out, and then it was like,
came out,
okay.
Yeah, I can imagine, I'm sure. You were
The
saying?
first time I saw him perform, it took me the whole song to realize what was happening. I thought there was some crazy like lip syncing on the stage, and I was like, by the end of the song, I realized that he was actually singing because I made my way towards him so I could like
So
try
you
to
could
hear
hear-
sound coming from him,
Right.
and my jaw was just on the floor. I couldn't
Now,
move.
interestingly, since we have two music makers right here and you guys are collaborating on stuff, what sort of music right now is inspiring you guys? What artists that are sort of hitting it right now are really on your radar? Like you're listening to stuff that they're doing, you're saying, oh, I really like that. That's something that inspires me. Is there anybody?
Like a current artist that I think about a lot when I'm writing is like Adele, for instance.
Yeah.
Just a lot of those feeling-filled lyrics and
Amazing lyrics.
and
Amazing
songs.
lyrics and great production. Yeah, and certainly totally something that you can handle.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Now, what
I really like, I've been listening to a lot. Her name's Ruth Ann. She has an album out, and I really don't think anybody knows about it. She was the lead singer of Olive.
Olive.
Olive
Do you remember
was amazing.
Olive?
Yeah.
They had a really, really big
Yes,
hit
I do.
called You're Not Alone.
This is like 15 years ago.
I wasn't born yet.
No, it wasn't 15 years ago.
It was like 10 years ago.
I still was not born yet.
It was really, really, really big.
I'm gonna have to look that up, Olive. Okay.
And she has a new album out, and it's beautiful. The guy from what the hell is his name? Michael Kratel from
You can't remember 'cause
Enigma.
you're hanging out with Enigma. Everyone knows Enigma.
He produced
sure.
the whole
Oh,
thing.
brilliant. Okay.
And
All
it's
right.
beautiful.
All
It's
right.
beautiful. It's called What About Us?
Oh, fantastic. Now, how do you guys sort of like see music? Because you know how music kind of shifts and changes. What right now is what's hitting? What is it that is the music that's sort of like on everyone's sort of like mind?
Bad music.
Thank you.
Like is
I was
pop
gonna say,
is pop resurfacing?
I don't think that there really is. There's no formula right now. It's either
Things
really
are cyclical. I mean, they
I think
cycle.
there's
It's
a
either
formula,
really-
and I think
You
that
do?
there's definitely a formula. There's definitely
there's a
few-
formula
there's
for bad music.
There's a few formulas, and I also think that
Spelled Britney
just
Spears.
Woo!
No, not
No,
necessarily.
I love her. No.
There's just the quality of the songs is just kind of
It's-
deflated in the past.
Because they want to
several
reach all
years, I think.
audiences, and it's
Something
and
like
it's and it's
that.
almost sometimes really hard for new acts to sort of like hit it and sort of like make it when they have something brand new to offer. I always get really nervous when the Grammys come around because I think that the artists that are performing, it's kind of like you can almost see that they look bridled, like they're not really doing the stuff that they
They're a
should
product.
be doing. It's a product.
They're a product.
It's a product, and you certainly are not a product.
I don't want to be a product.
You are not. You could not be considered.
I don't want to be a product.
Now, you guys are working right now on stuff for your forthcoming album.
Yes.
Okay. And how's that looking? When are fans going to be able
Spring.
to pick that up? Springtime for next year. Well,
Spring.
That's something to look forward to for 2010. So I'm going to keep you.
I'm halfway through. I said a
But
line.
we've been playing.
Yes.
We've been playing at least once every couple months here in the city.
New stuff? New
yeah.
New
tracks?
stuff.
Okay.
We very simple shows, just piano, keyboard, wheels. There's also a cellist that we play with.
It's like
Cecilia.
John Mayer meets Celine Dion.
Now, speaking of someone like Celine Dion, is there any like dream collaboration that you guys would just someone you would just die to work with?
Michael Jackson.
That's going to be a little difficult, but you know, yeah, definitely a legend. Definitely. Have you covered one of Michael's songs recently? Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
last show we played together, we did we covered Human Nature.
Would you want to record that? Because I'm sure that with your vocal, that's.
I'd
pretty
love
amazing.
to.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
So
So that
Yeah,
would-
definitely.
aside from that, any artist right now that you'd want to hit the booth with and really collaborate with?
oh, I'd love to sing with Celine. That's my girl.
I think
Christine
that,
W. definitely.
right. Those are two powerhouse voices that certainly would be within your compatible range there.
He can
That'd be
still
fun.
give them a run for their money. I'm
That
sure.
would be fun.
Now, Rami, as a songwriter,
Uh-huh.
what are some of your influences? What have been some of your influences?
Everybody that you can think of, from like Latin artists to Prince.
I was going to ask, as a Latino person.
Yeah, lots of lots of Latin artists growing up. You know, forced on me by my family. But Gloria Estefan, I love Gloria Estefan. I think
She's an
I think
amazing lyricist. No one
she's
gives her
an-
credit for that, but
And
yes.
you know, just
should.
her
They should.
songwriting skills are amazing. I love her. But I really I've been especially dented by dance music in the past 10 years. But I really
Dented.
feel like
I like
dented.
that.
Yeah,
Well, but dance
dented.
music could be extremely innovative, as you've
is.
proven, and as a lot of your contemporary,
It is.
songmates have also contested too. The albums are available; they're downloadable. Your first two albums for people who want to get them. If people want to see you guys perform live, what's your website so they can get an idea?
JasonWalkerMusic.com
And that'll give them a schedule?
MySpace.com/JasonWalker.
And it'll tell them where you are performing. And you're actually going to be performing for us here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before that, you just released a single with Quentin.
Quentin Harris. Yes,
who is
Quentin
an amazing
Harris.
producer.
Quentin Harris.
We
We are.
been here with us today.
Yes, but where is he?
Who knows?
Quentin.
He's
Quentin has worked-
very big. He's a globetrotter.
globetrotting somewhere.
He's just too busy for us. So it's
Quentin
kinda like-
Harris is. He's just something else.
He's like the what Uber
He's
producer.
unreachable. But I love him so much.
He is the genre's Uber producer of the moment,
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Yes.
I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And
He's self-contained.
self-contained, absolutely. And this is a track that you guys did for Flexible, and it's a remake. It's actually a remake of a '90s dance track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
90. I did my research. I know. 91.
It's like 90
Yeah.
I
or
think it's 91.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember. So let's take a look at Jason and Quentin Harris's track from Flexible. It's called "Can't Stop."
Last night, I had the time of my life. Oh, last night, I made love for the very first time. You
Hi, welcome. Tonight we're lucky enough to have us joined in the studio by Jason Walker and Rami Ramirez. Take it away, guys.
Another day, another fight, leaving me in despair. Maybe you're so toxic for me, but I still want you and care. I run, you know it's true. I heard your kids talk like you. I just couldn't stand the pain. You're cruel and soft to stay, baby. This wasn't meant to be, but your sad eyes are all I see in my sad eyes. Wait for you in my sad eyes. Speak the truth. You can tell me I'm strong and now we've gotta move on, and I'm listening to you, but don't try and tell my sad eyes. I ride the train railing with pain, wondering what the hell went wrong. I have no words or inside trade except that we're done, and what's done is done. Baby, we tried our best and failed, now let's move on. I wish you well, it just shouldn't be this way. We both know it's not our fate to just go on living this way. With those sad eyes, we just can't escape in my sad eyes. Wait for you in my sad eyes. Speak the truth. You can tell me I'm strong and now we've gotta move on, and I'm listening to you, but don't try and tell my sad Oh, my sad eyes wait for you. In my sad eyes, tell my